The 2022 season has been very generous to Red Bull, as both of their drivers have managed to pick up some serious points so far. Round 7 has finished in Monaco, and we've seen Sergio Perez picking up the win after starting P3, while Verstappen had to satisfy P3 after starting P4. What's more important is that from the beginning of the race, they both had the Ferrari up front. Due to a critical mistake that the Ferrari made, both the Red Bulls had the opportunity to overtake them in the pits. More importantly, Leclerc lost the most in this race as he went P4 from P1. After everything that happened in Barcelona GP and the team orders that Checo had to obey, this was a much needed boost to his ego and his performance. So, will Checo stay at Red Bull for the times to come? Or has he already hinted that the contract is already signed? First, let's talk about how Checo came to Red Bull. The Mexican has already proven himself as a reliable and solid driver, but he's never had the chance to drive a championship car. Alex Albon's tenure in Red Bull was overdue in his inability to perform as a proper Red Bull driver, with him fighting in the midfield most often. Perez's contract in Racing Point wasn't extended, as the team decided to switch direction and sign Sebastian Vettel as the second driver. Of course, the team has changed its name to Aston Martin, and the first driver there is Lance Stroll, son of the owner of the team, Lawrence Stroll. What was more amazing is that Checo didn't sign with Red Bull until the very end of the season, due to the team having doubts about whether to part ways with Albon. We all know who the first driver in Red Bull is, so Checo's role has become clear from the very moment he signed for the team. The first year saw Checo with a fair performance, as the team has explained that the difference between Red Bull and the car that Checo is used to is immeasurable. However, Checo was one of the main factors that Verstappen won the title in 2021, as he was the best wingman Max could have asked for. He was mostly utilized due to his ability to keep the same set of tires for a long time, enabling Verstappen to change earlier and Perez to defend the rivals, mostly Mercedes, from an easy pass. This would enable Verstappen to cut huge chunks of lap time, as we all know how Verstappen closed on Hamilton last year at Abu Dhabi. However, 2022 has seen new regulations, as both Red Bulls have failed to finish in the first race of the season due to reliability issues. This has emerged as a new possibility in the Red Bull team for a potential change of forces, or at least equal opportunities for both drivers. Furthermore, Verstappen has failed to finish one more race due to a fuel pump issue, as Checo managed to get P2 and close the gap even more. But what has been a very clear indicator that Red Bull hasn't switched their focus is the team orders that they gave to Checo on 2 occasions. First, when Verstappen spun and got himself behind Checo on P4, the team instructed Checo to let Max pass to fight with George. The second occasion was when the team instructed him to let Max pass, as he had the stronger pace when Perez was running P1, and Checo started to gain time on Verstappen when he pitted for new tyres, as the Dutch had a DRS problem and wasn't able to pass George. When Checo asked to get Max out of the way so that he can pass properly, the team briefly said that they were on a different strategy and that he should stand by. This has made the Mexican angry, and you could hear for the first time that there was a clear frustration in his voice. Even when the race ended, he said, "I'm happy for the team, but we need to talk later." So, the question of his possible departure from the team has started to emerge. At the end of the day, we all know that Checo isn't the kind of driver you can satisfy by giving him the fastest lap, not in a car that is proving to be an absolute beast this season. However, recent events in Monaco may change this narrative. Checo has won the race and has been faster than Verstappen, constantly throughout the race weekend in fact. Checo was extremely happy to receive this win after what happened to him back in Barcelona. Now the difference between him and Verstappen is just 15 points, while he is just 6 points behind Leclerc. When the race ended, Perez was seen saying some interesting things to Horner. By the movements of his mouth, there's a high chance that he said, "I probably signed too early." This is a major hint that the contract is already signed and the team is waiting for a proper time to announce it. With that being said, it's safe to say that Verstappen's challenger will come from his own team too, not just from Ferrari. The Dutch haven't had a proper teammate challenging him since Ricciardo, who managed to outperform with his talent. Now it's up to us to see how Checo can build himself momentum from this win and perform better when it comes to him and Verstappen. The next race is in Azerbaijan on the 12th of June, and we know that this track belongs to Red Bull regarding race performance. So we're going to have to wait and see how events will transpire there, as this is the first time in a long period that we've seen 3 championship contenders.